is in your power. So, what's happening here? God has just lifted up Job and said, here, have you considered my servant Job? Or as we mentioned before, have you set your heart on my servant Job? Right? You've been running around back and forth all over the earth, and you haven't found anybody better than Job. But we also know that Job is not, Satan is not allowed to jump the hedges, right? God has hedged Job in, and Satan's getting frustrated, right? He comes back and he's frustrated with God because God won't let him attack Job. But here, what do we see? The Lord said to Satan, behold, all that he has is in your power. Wow. Now, who else in Scripture was lifted up like this? Not quite so colorful with their own book of the Bible, but... So did you say something like that? Oh, go ahead, Ian.
No, Hugo said Jesus.
Oh, Hugo? Hugo said Jesus?
Yes.
Well, yes, in a way, yes. But I was really looking for Peter, right? Peter tells the disciples that basically, Peter, Satan has asked to sift you, right? And when he says, when you're done, when you have turned, then I will restore you at that point. So in other words, Jesus already knew that Satan was going to test Peter that first night. And we know what Peter responded, which was what? He denied Jesus 3 times. And then we have to wait until Jesus dies, resurrected, and then is back for quite a while before we get all the way to the end of John. And we finally get chapter 21 where Jesus says, do you love me, do you love me, do you love me, right? 3 times denied, 3 times. But Jesus does eventually restore Peter, just like what happens at the end of Job, right? So in some ways, the story of Job, written big, happens in Peter's life written small. Right? So both of them are sifted by Satan. And both of them have found to be true followers of Jesus, and their fortunes are... Sorry, I'm not getting in. So basically, God, some commentators have said, well, what's happening here is that God is trying to not become the author of sin. Right? In other words, no, you have everything that's in your power, right? Because it says here in verse 11, this is Satan speaking, but put forth your hand, right? See the capital Y?